In the fast-paced world of global gaming, Nexon has made headlines with a mix of triumphs and challenges. The company's third-quarter financial results, released this week, reveal a complex picture. Revenue and operating income have declined compared to last year, yet net income has surged by an impressive 41%. Amidst this backdrop, one title has emerged as a true standout. Arc Raiders, Embark Studios' free-to-play extraction shooter, has become the most successful global launch in Nexon's history. Since its release on October 30th, the game has sold over 4 million copies and drawn more than 700,000 concurrent players on Steam during its second week, ranking third on Steam's worldwide top wishlists chart. Earlier this year, CEO Jung-Hun Lee emphasized that Arc Raiders' success is supported by a robust pipeline of content extending through 2026, positioning it as a potential long-term contributor to Nexon's portfolio of blockbuster franchises. Despite this headline success, Nexon's overall performance in Q3 shows caution. The company reported revenue of $118.7 billion, $767 million, down 12% year-on-year, and operating income of 37.5 billion yen, $242.3 million, a 27% decline. Yet net income defied expectations, reaching 38.2 billion yen, $247 million, up 41%, largely due to a 9.2 billion gain compared to last year's loss during the same period. The mixed financial results reflect both market dynamics and Nexon's evolving product strategy. While some franchises experienced declines, notably Dungeon & Fighter Mobile in China and The First Descendant, launched in 2024, other titles delivered strong growth. Nexon's CEO highlighted that the Q3 results largely aligned with internal forecasts, underscoring the company's ability to navigate the volatility of global gaming markets. Arc Raiders has been the jewel of Nexon's third quarter. Its rapid uptake reflects the growing popularity of extraction shooters, a genre blending intense PvP combat with cooperative objectives. Analysts note that the title's success demonstrates Nexon's increasing capacity to produce global hits with wide appeal. Meanwhile, Embark Studios' other title, The Finals, saw a 58% year-on-year revenue increase following its Season 8 update, showing that Nexon's strategy of supporting games with continuous content updates is paying dividends. The Chinese adaptation of The Finals, co-developed with Tencent, is set for an open beta on November 18th, which Nexon expects will bolster performance in the next quarter. Not all Nexon franchises performed equally, highlighting the nuances in player engagement and market reception. Dungeon & Fighter, for example, saw a 45% decline in total franchise revenue year-on-year due to the 2024 mobile release. Yet the mobile edition showed quarter-over-quarter growth thanks to multiple content updates. The PC version fared better, posting 72% year-on-year growth in Q3, driven by positive player reception to new content, and performed well in China with double-digit year-over-year growth. Similarly, MapleStory reported a 61% increase in revenue, with expectations for Q4 projecting a further 40% growth, driven by the November 6th launch of MapleStory Idle RPG and continued recovery in Korea. These mixed outcomes underscore the importance of portfolio diversification for Nexon. By maintaining multiple successful franchises, the company can offset weaker performances while continuing to capture new audiences. CEO Jung-Hun Lee emphasized that the ongoing development of Arc Raiders content, alongside updates to other key franchises, positions Nexon to remain competitive despite market fluctuations. Beyond revenue metrics, Nexon's leadership is addressing emerging trends and criticisms in the gaming industry, particularly regarding the use of AI technologies. CEO Lee commented that it's important to assume every game company is now using AI, reflecting broader discussions on AI's role in game development and competitive advantage. This follows scrutiny of Arc Raiders for its use of AI-generated voice content, which some critics, including Eurogamer, flagged in their 2 out of 5 review. Lee framed the debate strategically. In a market where many companies leverage similar technologies. Success hinges on how a company implements AI to increase competitiveness rather than avoiding it altogether. This perspective illustrates Nexon's long-term strategy, not only creating games that capture global attention, but also investing in technological innovation to ensure sustainability. As Arc Raiders continues to attract millions of players and Embark Studios' pipeline extends into 2026, Nexon appears to be balancing the immediate financial outcomes of Q3 with a broader vision for global expansion and technological leadership. Looking deeper into Arc Raiders' performance, its remarkable launch reflects more than just effective marketing. It demonstrates Nexon's growing expertise in creating globally appealing multiplayer experiences. Selling over 4 million copies in under a month is no small feat, particularly for a new IP in a crowded market. The 700,000 concurrent players on Steam highlight the game's strong early engagement, suggesting high retention rates and potential for long-term revenue through microtransactions, in-game events, and season passes. Analysts point out that sustained engagement is critical for free-to-play titles, where profitability depends on a dedicated player base rather than upfront sales. Nexon's proactive approach, including frequent updates, balance adjustments, and cross-region content, positions Arc Raiders to remain a staple of the publisher's portfolio for years. Meanwhile, the final Season 8 update and its Chinese adaptation showcase Nexon's strategy of regional adaptation and localized content, which has become a cornerstone for maximizing global reach. By partnering with Tencent, Nexon ensures that the finals resonates with the Chinese gaming market, the largest in the world, while maintaining appeal in Western markets. This dual market strategy exemplifies how major publishers navigate diverse audiences, balancing global branding with regional customization, and highlights why Nexon continues to see growth even amid revenue declines in some older franchises. Despite the success of Arc Raiders and the finals, Nexon faces headwinds that warrant attention. The declines in revenue and operating income, down 12% and 27% year-on-year respectively, indicate pressures from both new launches and the natural life cycle of older games. Titles like Dungeon & Fighter Mobile, while growing in certain quarters, have yet to achieve the same impact as their PC counterparts, and mobile releases can cannibalize or fragment existing audiences if not managed carefully. For Nexon, balancing growth between established IPs and new launches is an ongoing challenge, particularly as global competition intensifies. CEO Jung-Hoon Lee's comments on AI further reflect the competitive landscape, with every major publisher integrating AI for tasks like procedural generation, voiceovers, or content optimization. Differentiation becomes critical. Nexon's emphasis on strategic AI deployment rather than mere adoption suggests a forward-looking approach, leveraging technology to enhance gameplay experiences while maintaining quality. For Arc Raiders, this could mean improved NPC behavior, dynamic storylines, or more immersive voice interactions, all of which can drive player retention and long-term monetization. Financially, the 41% rise in net income to 38.2 billion yen, $247 million, demonstrates that Nexon is effectively managing costs and capitalizing on strategic gains despite the mixed revenue and operating income numbers. The gain of 9.2 billion yen compared to last year's loss of 19.6 billion yen reflects efficient portfolio management and smart timing of investments or asset adjustments. Investors are likely to view this as a positive signal, showing that Nexon can generate profitability even amid market fluctuations and project-specific challenges. The broader picture also underscores Nexon's resilience in the global gaming market. By combining blockbuster launches like Arc Raiders with steady performers such as MapleStory, Dungeon Fighter, and the finals, the company mitigates risks associated with individual title performance. Moreover, the upcoming content pipeline, regional adaptations, and technology integration provide additional confidence that Nexon is prepared to maintain its position as a leading global publisher, even in an increasingly competitive and evolving industry. As Nexon moves into the next quarter, the focus will be on leveraging Arc Raiders' momentum while continuing to optimize its broader portfolio. The Chinese open beta for the finals, the continued rollout of content updates across franchises, and the recovery in revenue from MapleStory demonstrate a multi-pronged strategy aimed at sustainable growth. CEO Jung-Hun Lee's emphasis on competitiveness through technology, particularly AI, signals a willingness to innovate and adapt in an environment where consumer expectations are rapidly evolving. Ultimately, Nexon's Q3 results tell a story of contrasts: declining revenue and operating income on one hand, and record-breaking launches and net income growth on the other. With Arc Raiders already achieving historic success and a strong content pipeline extending into 2026, Nexon appears poised to convert today's achievements into long-term franchise dominance. The challenge remains balancing innovation, player engagement, and financial performance. But for now, Nexon's strategy is producing headlines, excitement, and most importantly, millions of dedicated players around the world.